I don't know. I just think, well, one, there's a lot of stand-up out here.
Yeah, for sure. And they tape your sets too, so you can probably put some of those online.
Yeah, you should put some stand-up online. Whatever you do, hey, you should try to get some stand-up online.
Yeah, I probably should try to get some
You're
clips
the only
up.
touring comedian that has no stand-up online.
I know.
It's shocking.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I know. It'll probably help
the
me.
faith that the audience has in you to come out to your show.
It's really funny, like, reading some of the comments being like, is this dude even funny? Like, what does he do?
Yeah.
Like, other people think that I just get up there and, like, have a monitor and I'm just, like, reacting to videos. Yeah. And then, actually, it's kind of worked against me in some context because I think people come there thinking it's going to be something in the vein of YouTube.
Because that's the only thing that they know you for. And then they
Yeah.
see you doing actual jokes with punchlines.
Yeah.
So they're like, wait, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Show the video of the guy eating a weird thing.
Yeah.
Show the mukbang and then react to that shit.
Yeah, man.
But that's on you for not putting it out.
Nah, but I think it's fun.
Do you ever gotta like coach the audiences and like be in stand-up audiences?
A little bit, yeah. That's why Zayed's great.
Yeah. An opener
Shout out
who's
Zayed.
shouts to Zayed Duji.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Who sets the tone for the show.
Yeah.
Is there ever a part of you, because I've actually seen some of your stand-up and it surprised me. Because my perception was, I was like, oh, because again, you have nothing out there.
Yeah.
But I saw some stand-up and I go, oh shit, he has jokes.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Because
dude.
what I thought was that you were somebody that got tons of success online and then kind of converted it into a stage show.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people do because it's a great way to like monetize, et cetera. But you know, as a stand-up, because you actually are a stand-up, like
Thanks.
a lot of stand-ups hate that shit.
Yeah.
And they're just jealous.
Yeah.
They wish that they could also do the theaters. And then I saw you actually had like jokes. You had like punchline. I was like, oh no, he actually does stand-up.
Yeah, I did stand up for like, it's like about 3 years before everything. So
Before you started all this other stuff.
yeah, it's
And then
what
you've continued to do stand-up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I basically, so I was that, and then I gave in to the idea that the internet was, because at LA you can't get time like how you would out here.
Yeah.
And the guy who like broke me into stand up, he was like, you got to go to New York, bro. You have to
That's what
go
I
to New
always
York.
got told. I started in
Yeah.
LA as well.
Yeah.
16 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
15.
But I knew that wasn't possible because I made a lot of dumbass decisions. So I wasn't just broke. Like I defaulted on like 2 or 3 credit cards, and it was like my line was getting hit. Like we want this money now.
Yeah.
So I just had to like kind of work with what I had.
What dumbass decisions?
Dude, I'll get into that in a second. But all right. Yeah, I guess it's like relevant. But basically, I had this like period where I just told myself like, okay, I'm gonna start a production company. Like I just woke up and I'm like, I'm just gonna do this. And I kind of had motivation there because me and some friends, we like entered some film competitions and we won some money. So I thought, okay, we're decent at this. But I never thought about like, bro, you gotta like build a business, get clients, like all that. So I went and ran up a bunch of cars, bought a bunch of gear, and I'm like, all right, we're ready to do this. And then there's like no money coming in the door. And then I just started like just generally fucking up because now I like owe money and I'm like, you know, it's just starting to be like ants like crawling over you. So it got to a point where I was working these bullshit ass jobs. And in the process of trying to start the production company, I was like teaching myself how to write code because I just want to build this a website. And my girl actually said, yeah, I've talked to some of the developers here at my job and I feel like, not no disrespect, but I feel like you're smarter than them. I feel like you can figure this out. So I called up a recruiter and I was like, hey, I want to write code like for work. And he goes, all right. So he like finds me a gig and I do a code test. I bombed it, but the people there were like, this dude seems willing to learn. And so they kind of took me in. And actually in that process is what got me into stand-up because the guy who broke me to stand-up, his name's Andre Paradise, he came in to do like work. And he'd see the way I'd like talk shit in the break room and stuff. And he goes, he's like an older black comic. So he's like, hey bro, you got the chat. You ever thought about doing stand-up? And I say, yeah, I've thought about it, but I've never like, you know. So he's like, all right, why don't you come see me do a show like in a few weeks? I say, okay. I go to the show, it's an open mic. It's his boy's open mic. He's like, all right, you going up third.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Throws you up.
Yeah, it throws me up.
And did you have some stuff?
I wrote some shit. I ate like tough. And what was funny was it was this hookah bar. And actually, I saw a lot of people get up there. David Lucas used to get up there all the time.
Shout out to
Shouts.
David.
Love David.
Rel Battle.
Yeah,
Bro's
Rel.
my guy.
Yeah,
That's my brother.
What's the name of it? This is in LA?
Yeah. Amsterdam Cafe.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
That's been around, dog.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah.
I started.
Red room, stage.
Yeah.
Like you walk in the door and the stage
Yes,
will be to
right
the
to your
left.
right.
To the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when was this that you did that?
This was like 2012, 2013. It's like it's so blurry now,
yeah.
but there was like a good like year, 2 years where I was like going there.
Fun story.
Yeah, but it was like a lot of Comedy Store guys would go there, and I figured out pretty quick like everybody knew each other, and I was one of the 7 guys that didn't know anybody.
Right.
So even when I'd sit and wait to go up like 18th, and I just do the shit. Sometimes nobody in the room. Sometimes just the bartender. But I just eat it, and I just like, all right, I gotta work it out.
I remember that process. You have to have at least one person that's in be like, oh, he's funny, and then they'll start fucking with you. It's very much like being a new kid at school in LA because it's a smaller scene.
Yeah.
And then if you have jokes, then you're in, and then you're just talking shit or whatever.
But because I was writing code and I had like a real job, I couldn't. What everyone would do is they go to the Amsterdam Cafe and then they go hang at the store.
And you couldn't do the hang because you had to get to sleep and shit. It was tricky. Okay.
But I remember going back there after a period. I went back there like because I started doing bringer shows and just anything I could to get time. And I went back there, and I actually got like one of the first 5 slots. It was like one of the only times I ever got the first 5 slots, and I dished some shit out, and I had everybody laughing. And I remember I said one joke. I said, I don't know if that's too much. And then one dude goes, if it's making us laugh, it's probably too dark for our audience, bro. So you got something. And that felt like the first time I got kind of like a stamp, like, all right, you're kind of doing something out here. But yeah, so I was doing all that, but it's in that process where I admitted to myself, like, I'm going to have to give into the internet. I can't just be a straight comic because I'm never going to get time. So there's actually like really funny old flyers of me that have me on it. And dude, they have like all the social media symbols next to it. And there's one flyer where they're like, over 100,000 followers on Vine. Like they were trying to market me that way. It's so goofy. But yeah, so then the internet stuff happened. And so now it's just like I'm getting back to it.
But you've been able to continue going on stage. Okay. And now you can get up at the clubs in LA a little bit more.
So that's the thing is like they show me love, but I actually don't know a lot of people out there. So it's kind of like the same way you're like when you look up me doing stand-up, you don't you just find that one clip.
Yeah. But you're a wild boy, son. Because now there's peak curiosity about this.
I know, now all these people are gonna go, what the fuck, man?
You know,